Hi, welcome to the Autumn Rejuve 5-Day Reset. I'm your host, Anna Welly. I'm an Ayurveda practitioner and a certified yoga health coach. I've studied through Kerala Ayurveda Academy, a school based through a university and a hospital system in Kerala, India. I've studied with doctors from India. I've also had the opportunity to intern at a clinic in Kerala Ayurveda and a Panchakarma rejuvenation center in Bangalore, India. I've also been a mentor and one of the head coaches for the Living Ayurveda course, a 9-month online Ayurveda program founded by Kate Stillman. So I have a combination of disease management protocol and also what the evolutionary modern day perspective is for living Ayurveda and bringing it into your life as a Western woman living in the modern day world. So I'll be bringing in pieces of this for you in this little mini 5-day course. So Autumn Rejuve, the 5-day reset, is all about recalibrating your system, shifting your lifestyle practices, and incorporating a few Ayurvedic self-care techniques for the change of the season. It's going to help you release and cleanse out the energy that was built up over the last season, Pitta dosha from the hot, long summer, and really reset your system, replenish yourself, rejuvenate, get grounded, rooted in yourself, and step forward strong, centered, realigned, and really resilient for the upcoming winter and even the seasons of spring and next summer. As we align to these seasonal changes and these seasonal rhythms and practice these different kind of tweaks in our self-care or just a few essential practices to bring in at the change of the season, we call this Rutucharya in Ayurveda. Dinacharya is the daily rhythm and aligning to the daily routine, daily healthy habits, regular lifestyle practices that we bring into our life every single day. And that's what I focus on in my 10-week course and my annual online course called Soul Body Bliss. So you'll get little pieces of both, of the Dinacharya from Soul Body Bliss, the 10-week program, and then Rutucharya, these essential Ayurvedic seasonal self-care techniques. So why do we want to practice Rutucharya? Why do we want to bring in these special self-care techniques for the fall? Well, what we're doing is we're just aligning with this bigger rhythm of nature, these bigger seasonal changes that are happening. We had summer. We had a beautiful, long, hot, bright, glorious summer. The days were long. The sun was out. We had shorter nights. This brings us into a more extroverted experience. We have more activities. We're more inclined to travel and be outside longer and just we're more inspired to get out into nature and have a little bit of a busier sense, like there's more things going on. And it requires a lot from us to be awake longer or just kind of more activated and more active during these long summer days. And also there's a buildup of heat through the system just by being exposed to that of like what's happening in nature. So what we want to do is we want to shift gears, and as we're tuning towards these darker, longer nights and shorter days, we're pulsing back inward. We're going into more of an introverted energy. And it's time for us to get that deeper rest and nourishment, which is going to replenish our nervous system and strengthen and buffer out our nervous system so that when we do that over the course of the fall and the winter, when the season changes again into spring and summer, and we pulse back out into those longer days, into those brighter days and more of that extroverted energy, we have a strong system to handle that we're really calibrating our system to thrive in that environment again. And so it's just about this pulsation of following that rhythm of nature. The second piece is we want to replenish and recalibrate. We want to clear out that buildup of the excess heat. We want to moisturize, nourish, and replenish and rejuvenate to build and really recalibrate, strengthen our immune system for the upcoming season. I think a lot of people have this idea that like you're just going to get sick in the fall or winter because that's when all the bugs are going around, or that's when people get colds and the flu. I started practicing Ayurveda on myself over 8 years ago, and even before I started studying it, I noticed a massive reduction in my seasonal illnesses. I used to get sore throats pretty easily, and then I also, if things got bad, I would get sinus congestion and like have like mucus issues. Now I can't even remember the last time I got sick, whether it be a flu or a cold, which is a crazy, but it's awesome. And I think this can be true for everyone, that when you're just like really fine tuning your daily rhythm and also practicing these seasonal self-care techniques, that you can build a sense of rejuvenation and replenishment within your system to really refine your tissues and therefore your immune system. In Ayurveda, we call it ojas. So you're increasing your ojas, this kind of sweet nectar and moony glow, to have this more resilient, radiant experience of life. So what we're focusing on in week 1 is this evening routine and deeper rest. And why this is important is that, again, we're coming to this place of we're pulsing back inward. The days are getting shorter and the nights are longer. Nature is just asking you to kind of go in a little bit more of like a hibernation mode to get the rest that you need. If you had a really busy summer, there's a lot of activity and you're feeling a little strung out, worn out, depleted, if you've kind of been running around and you're feeling like you're going to get scattered further into the fall, which will happen if you don't really follow the suit and root down into yourself, then it's time for you to get this optimal rest and this replenishment that you're needing, that your body is asking you for. So what I encourage you to do is focus on this rhythm of even just the daily cycle of energy. From 6 to 10 p.m., we have the energy of Kapha dosha. Kapha is the expression of the elements of earth and water. It's grounding, it's stabilizing, it's replenishing, it's nurturing, it's what's nourishing and rebuilding to your system. It naturally winds you and pulls you down into this place of rest and enjoyment and pleasure and relaxation and getting really good, deep, healthy sleep. So from 6 to 10 p.m., if you allow yourself to slow down and really release the day's activities, quit trying to get things done and solve problems and tackle projects, but instead develop a really beautiful evening routine and maybe some special rituals that support you in aligning and just attuning to that energy that's present. It's going to support you to fall asleep and get really deep rest that you need, especially from the times of 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. So in the fall, we can even move it a little bit earlier. So you might be going to sleep around 9 p.m., depending how much rest you need. It's important also to just really honor that of like, how much rest do you need? How much rest do you need right now? They say it's an average of 7 to 8 hours is like the healthy amount of sleep to get for an adult. Most people are pretty underslept, so it might be more than that right now in order for you to kind of just like replenish. If you're going through any sort of deeper healing from any sort of chronic illness or disease or maybe any sort of sickness that you got, or if you just have an imbalance, if you're dealing with allergies or reoccurring like PMS or any sort of kind of maybe more superficial health issues, you want to focus on getting more rest to support your body to heal. So it might even be more than 9 hours. So depending on then, if you have a certain time you need to wake up, you want to reverse engineer that to really get clear on what time you need to get into bed. So let's say that's 9 p.m. Then from that place of 9 p.m., I want you to think about, what do I need to do before 9 p.m. to make sure that I'm getting in bed at the proper time? What needs to happen at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. so that I'm really in alignment with what I really truly need and what will support me to honor that need of getting this rejuvenation, this replenishment, and recalibrating and rebuilding my system for the seasons to come. So I would invite you to, after you fine-tune your ideal time to get into sleep, say it's 9 p.m., then take a big vision picture of like, what does your ideal evening routine look like? What would be some beautiful, lovely rituals that you would like to incorporate into your life at the nighttime? This could be something like pouring yourself a cup of tea, reading your favorite book, writing in your journal, maybe reflecting on the day and celebrating your wins or your gains for the day. Could be like a yoga nidra practice, or some like really replenishing yin yoga, nice meditation practice. Maybe it's connecting with your partner or your children, or maybe it's just clearing up the house and just kind of setting resetting from what happened for the day. Maybe you want to like sage and diffuse your favorite essential oils. Maybe you want to take a bath. Do a self-massage, like whatever your ideal evening sounds good to you. Dream big and look at that picture of like, what does that look like? Then just choose one from that, one little thing, one little experiment you can run. Find one small action step, maybe just like a 5-minute practice. It could just be a 5-minute meditation, 5 minutes of writing in the journal, 1 cup of tea, whatever it is for you, and let that be part of your new evening ritual. And make sure that's supporting you to get into bed at 9 o'clock or whatever time it is that you need to get that super deep rest to really, really replenish your system, really nourish your nervous system, nourish your immunity, strengthen your body, and just kind of support you in hitting that reset button. So I would encourage you to share that, what your big evening, your ideal picture of what your evening routine and rituals look like, and then what that one thing is that you choose. I encourage you to share that on our live group Facebook forum. You can click the link below, and that really helps set your intention out into the universe and help you own it, and then also get support and feedback from myself and other members in the community, which will really amplify your ability for success. All right, I hope that's helpful for you. Again, what we're doing is we're just letting go of the day, aligning with the daily rhythm of grounding, really getting in this place of rest and replenishment and rejuvenation, getting into bed early, getting the rest that our body needs, supporting our nervous system to rebuff and get strong through the fall and the winter so we can show up strong and bright and brilliant for the spring and summer ahead, and also replenishing and rejuvenating the system for even just our strong, healthy, robust immunity. All right, I hope that's helpful. Tomorrow, on day 2, we're going to focus on your morning ritual and routines and how that's going to support you to feel even more grounded, support even a stronger immune system, and help to kind of cleanse and flush your system and hydrate, which again is an important part of releasing from the summer elements, the summer energies. All right, hope that's helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the forum.